Hello everyone, welcome to the Warditv Boomer Bash semi-finals and potentially finals, depending on who wins this first series. As we're going to start off the day with Lambo versus Solar. TLDR, Lambo can't play today, this was played yesterday. And so if Lambo wins, there will be no finals today. If Solar wins, the finals will happen after Hero versus Byun. So let's get into the semi-finals of the Warditv Boomer Bash. And see what happens. As in the bottom left-hand corner, the red Zerg player is going to be Lambo, kicking off into this best of 5, taking on the blue Zerg in the upper right-hand side, Solar. Game 1 of this best of 5 series, starting on Amygdala. Some ZVZ, we don't see it a lot, but we saw some yesterday. We saw Solar play some ZVZ yesterday, got to play that aggressive kind of style against Scarlet in the majority of games, was consistently hitting the roach timings and the all-ins. Excited to see if today will be looking any different. So a couple drones popping around, Overlord setting up, and get it moving in these early stages. I'd like to see what will happen and what will go down as the Overlord moves over. Actually dropping in on the natural, the Overlord coming across. Hatch gas coming through, which is going to be seeing our pool on the way down as well, so just get that underway, get that started, and we look to see what will happen over the next few moments as again the hatch comes about, the gas pool comes in, a couple of drones are going to be building as well here for the ZVZ setup. Well, drone's building, the hatch is coming through, had the spawning pools on in there. Don't have health bars on, let me just fix that quickly. As he come across. And we just get set up. So Overlord coming through, had a couple of queens on in there. The Zergling's coming through as well. And we just wait for that link speed to kick in. Very excited to see what kind of game we get from these guys, because like I said, we saw a lot of aggression coming up on the side of Solar yesterday. Lings will make their way down. Link speed still coming up. Add on some drones. You just see the little nibbles here as this hatchery will begin to take some shots. So hatchery taking a few hits, the other couple of lings coming across as well. Couple of lings will chase, the ling gets pushed back the other side. Again, link speed starting up, we had the overlords on the drones. Baneley nest coming in from both players, so it looks as though we are just going to get very standard ling bane open here for the moment. So we get that all up and running. We get that underway. The Zergling's going to continue to stretch on through that link speed, still coming up on both sides. And the Baneley nest coming through. And yeah, more of these Zerglings just continue to move about and continue to add that link speed on. So we had the extra Banes in as well. And it is going to be Lambo to apply the pressure here initially. Only 26 drones to the 32, so does want to try and get something achieved with this. Canceling the third base would be a fantastic starting point, for example. Let's see what we can find as we start to hit this hatchery. Couple of Banes morphing in, getting forward. The Zergling's getting a jump on top of some of these other lings here, and really good damage on the hatch already. This is actually troubling. Good Baneling connections from Lambo as well. He is going to absolutely take this hatchery down. So the hatchery falls, the Baneling drops. We're going to get a surround on these queens and Zerglings too. That is a, wow. That's more than just a win from Lambo. That is, I want to say nigh on. Is it game end? It feels towards being game ending because you're down a hatchery. You lost a lot of queens in the process. You're going to be down production as well. I mean, Lambo right now is holding down the drone key, but I feel like in the future, holding down a unit key is going to give him a lot of stuff that Solar's just not going to really be able to compete with, you know, in any way, shape, or form. So I guess we'll see how that pans. Here's Zergling coming about, moving over. I'm just going to run up. Just going to be seeing a couple of Banes going to finish up there. We are going to see the Lings getting a good wrap around surrounding those other Zerglings. They will go down as well as the Rotron, Drone, Lings, Queen, Overlord, everything coming through. It's going to have a few more Zerglings stepping forward here from Solar for a couple of moments. And the other couple of Lings going to go back up in towards the high ground and to get another couple of grabs. And Solar just going to say GG because he knows at this point he's already trailing heavily. It's becoming almost already just an impossible task to bounce back. So the first game smoothly goes the way of Lambo, opening up strongly there for our first game of this best of 5. Alright, game 2 coming up as we'll get straight into this one. And yeah, a little bit more ZVZ coming through as we play the semifinals of the Boomer Bash. Lambo just about scripted through his group 1-2. Lost to Classic, lost to Bunny, beat Mana. Mana beat Classic, set up a tiebreaker scenario, and just about squeezed through. And then Lambo yesterday took out Showtime in what was definitely the best series of the round of 8 as well. Definitely the one to watch there. Just trying to get people invited, guys. Take a couple moments. Hopefully shouldn't take us too long to get that set. Just lagging trying to invite people into the replay lobbies. Alright, I think we're good to go. Is one of the predictions still open? Yeah, Lambo beating Showtime was still open. See, this is why I don't do predictions. People, like 3 people ask for predictions, then I forget, no one else mentions it for the rest of the stream. Unless I missed it, which could have been a possibility as well. Whispers of Gold as we head on in to a second game of the series. So let's see if Soul can bounce back, or if Lambo is going to get off to a really fiery start as we head into game number 2. In the top left corner, we are going to start off with the red Zerg player who has taken the first blood in this best of 5. This is Lambo. Bottom right, our blue Zerg player then looking to bounce back is going to be Solar. Well, this time it's the early pull from Lambo. He's going to try and bring the aggression himself as we get that underway. Not just the pull, but the gas as well. So super aggressive opening from Lambo here. Going to try and one base it on Whispers of Gold and see if we can get off to a fun start. Obviously, this one base all it needs to do some work because, plain and simple, it's a gas pool. So we got to get this on the way. And you got to get something done. It is going to be link speed. We continue to mine gas so we can get the Baneling Nest. It's kind of crazy how much damage this has to do. I mean, Solo played that game yesterday against Scarlet, did a bunch of damage. I was actually, no, I mean, did he do that much damage? He killed the hatchery and Scarlet defended the main. That's the problem. It feels like you need to do more damage than just denying a hatchery. And obviously, that was the game that Scarlet ended up winning against Solo because it went on to be the game Scarlet got into the Mutalisks. And all of that kind of then happened from there as this handful of Zerglings continues. Now down to the bottom right-hand side. So the few Lings coming down to the bottom. The tree is going to be finishing. The few Zerglings step through. The Baneling Nest about to be done. There's the few Lings coming up from Solar as he can get that start. The first Queen underway, and he will start Spinecrawler up on the high ground. So prepares the defense for the main. You lose this natural. And he knows that this is one base because obviously he's got an Overlord here. So you know that this is one base. You know exactly how to deal with this, I think. That's the problem with 13-12. It's very scripted. So, we'll see if maybe Lambo just believes he can do a little bit of extra work with the Banelings or so, and maybe potentially get some better micro going. We will see as the Zergling speed kicks in. It's going to give you some better fights. As you see, the Banes not wanting to use themselves yet. Great choice because the Zerglings are more than enough so far. They'll use one against the two Zerglings there. The Lings go to busy themselves onto the Queen. That Baneling still lingering around. Queen will fall, and this hatchery will drop as well. So, Queen on the main base, and now the Spine Crawl moving up there. Lambo actually using the Baneling to scout, and will effectively see the Spine positioning and the Queen coming through. As Lambo has a hatchery on the way, he's down 4 drones. Obviously, Solar will still have to invest some money into, a new hatchery. So 300 minerals is essentially 6 drones. So you could think by the time Solar spends 300 minerals, that's 6 drones he maybe could have had, 6 drones that Lambo maybe get to build. So you can see where the catch-up happens, but this is nice, actually, denying the hatchery another time. The longer you delay that hatchery for, the better off you're going to be. Interestingly enough, Solar did not go Baneling Nest. He just went Link Speed, which is a little risky. I feel like if Lambo goes a bit more committed to this, I actually think without a Baneling Nest, it becomes very difficult. As that Ling Bane continues to come around. Haven't adjusted a D75 hatch. 275 is just horrendous to say in the middle of a cast. It's like, I'm just going to round up. It's like, oh, it's 5.5 drones, actually. It's just easier to say 300, no? 300, 275. There's so many more, like, syllables to get out there. Miserable. Miserable. Alright, Feelings are going to run up. Queen of the Ling is going to get jumped on. A little bit of the Ling Bane pulling back over. Again, the Bane Nest and the hatchery coming through. We get the extra drones coming up as well. Need to bring that online. As the Queen, the drone, building over. The Zerglings of Solar hanging about in the center. Another extractor coming through. Queen just going to shoot the few Zerglings going to be there. Again, the lair, the drone, the Bane Nest continue to come through. AI security check. The statement is false. Your face is true. Thank you so much, Haliful, for the 40-month resub. I'm good to know my face is true. Nice. I always wanted to know that. Lings and Baneling will start stepping forward. The lair, the Roach Roaring coming about right now. They got the extra Overlords on the way up as well. It's very much so still moving about as we have ourselves the Roaches, the Overlords, all continue to come into play right now. The extra drones coming up and an Overlord being added on as well. Let's continue to hang around here for the next few moments to see what's going on. Just going to be seeing those couple of Lings coming by. And again, it's a Spire and a Spine Crawler on the way up on the side of Solar. So bringing the Spire and the Spine up, getting that ready for now. Ling Bane Roach starting to head through the center, heading down to the bottom right side. So we are going to be ready for a little bit of a fight here in the near future. Obviously, it's Lambo. So much army supply. So the problem is he's investing into the Spire. Right now, basically, Lambo has to get through and do a lot. This is funnily similar to what happened yesterday with Scarlet versus Solar. And then Solar was the one who was obviously attacking in. He attacked into like 7 spines, and it worked. But the spines did buy you enough time to do the important thing, and the important thing, of course, is that they bought enough time for you to get the Mutalisks out of Scarlet, so she didn't completely die, but it definitely gave Solar a lot of, a big enough lead that at least he was competitive in the game for a little bit, and the Mutas didn't just straight up win. Right now, he could build Mutas. The first couple spines going down. We've got 3 more spines to get through. There are still Lings and Banes coming forward as well. I'm not getting rid of those spines quickly at all, and now the Mutas are coming up. It will take a while for these Mutas to get rid of the Roaches, but, like I say, just getting rid of these Roaches at all is the main thing. How much damage can we do right now? I actually didn't see this spine over here. Lambo would really like to get some more work done, because, like I say, right now, you're sitting on equal work counts, about to be up against Mutas with no tech of your own that can really deal with Mutalisks. And so I think, actually, once again, the Mutalisk play is going to work. I actually think that's going to be a success story, as the Mutas continue to hang out overhead, hanging around. A couple more of those Lings getting shot at. The drones pulling down. Evolution Chamber, Zergling, Spore Crawler. Coming up on the side of Lambo, even more Lings going down the left-hand side with the Baneling next to it as well. And away we go. The Mutas will just go and get rid of the Overlord. We just continue to move on through. And these meters, obviously, they're seemingly important thing right now. Feelings on the right side trying to get the hatchery, but yeah, the meters really do just control the sky, and like I say, Lambo has to go all the way through the stages of tech to really set up and be able to do anything against this, so definitely becomes a reasonable part of the problem as well. It's just not an easy position to play out of at all right now, as our Zerglings continue to move about. Melee upgrades coming through, the Lings in the lair coming up, the Spore on the way down. We have our hatchery and our Roach Roaring coming up as well, to see a few Lings and Banes splitting off over to the sides. And the mutas will continue to go for a few more Zerglings also. So we get a few more of those as we continue by as well. A couple of Zerglings get pulled back. The Queen going to come through. It's going to go hitting the Overlord. I'm just going to shoot. We are going to be seeing the mutas getting rid of those Queens. One more Queen going down. A couple of Banelings will continue through as well. We do have Lambo just trying to find some damage. He really needs to get something done like now if he's going to succeed here. Mutalist obviously going to begin to do a lot more as this game goes on. He still isn't really set to deal with the Mutas apart from just counter-attacking, but he will get through here and kill off the third base, so some success. How much damage will we do going into the natural? The Mutas are coming back home. There's Lambo. Going to get rid of another Queen. A lot of the drones being chased around. The Baneling doesn't get any connection. The top Baneling does, though. A lot of those drones are going to drop low now, and Lambo again just spamming through. He has 0 anti-air. So 15 mutas in the map. Lambo has 0 way to fight mutas. He only has 2 Spore Crawlers even, but he's absolutely ravaging the economy of Solar, keeping the mutas on this side of the map, and that's obviously huge, because it gives him more time now to maybe start prepping some anti-air in response to this. I'm just not sure if like 15, 16 mutas are going to be too much. I just don't think we can justify that. Seems, very difficult. Let's just see the few mutas coming back over. The Ling's going back down to the bottom. Gonna go jump onto that hatchery. The muta's gonna sit there. A couple of Banes go down. And more Lings. 2-2 upgrades still coming about. Rest of those Zerglings still in the center. Let's pull back around. Just going to be seeing the mutas still going back the other way. So again, they're going to come across over in this direction. So again, see where we can get to. Early on here as the muta's just going to hit the evolution chamber, and +2 carapace is going to be taking some heavy damage. He's going to be getting this. The Lings come through. The muta's overhead. It's going to be seeing the extra drones going down as well. 6 workers being killed. I mean, Lambo just succeeding with the counterattacks, and as long as the Spores and the Queens hold, which right now they are doing so, the problem for Solar is you've lost all of your economy, so you can't actually stay in this any longer. And that is going to be GG's. There you go. Alright, so 2-0 lead here for Lambo. And we are going to be going to a game 3 as Lambo has match point on the board already. So Lambo looking pretty decent right now. Solar trails in the ZVZ. Alright, Lambo up 2-0. Got this ready to roll. Again, the Boomer Bash guys brought to you by Crate Entertainment. I'm going to drop that link in the chat. Thank you to them for sponsoring the tournament. check out their games. They make some really cool games from Dawn, Further Frontier. So check them out and not Further Frontier, Farthest Frontier. I was like, Further Frontier doesn't sound right. I'm like, I'm sure it's pretty much that word though. Further, farthest. Just had the wrong tense for exemplification. All right. Yeah, check out their games. They are sponsoring the entirety of the tournament today. As we head into Game 3, going to be Leyline. Solo could not make it happen with the mutas then, so that's an example of just how you can keep on being aggressive and kind of stop the mutas from necessarily doing a lot, even when you don't have an answer for the mutas. Solo was so heavily... I actually think the difference is that Lambo actually had a lot more left on the ground compared to like when Solo had it yesterday. He didn't have a lot left on the ground and necessarily run through and do that. I like the choice though. As we have game number 3 coming up. Top right hand side, our blue Zerg player is Sola. Yo, QWERTY259, thank you by the way for the 44-month resub on the Prime. In the bottom left, up 2-0, it is going to be Lambo. So, we get to a game 3. Lambo is in the lead, and he is looking good. Yes, so far. Guys, BRB, 1 sec. Apologies, guys. We are back. Following this Overlord. Very excitingly. And not much else happening. Lings be coming on both sides. Lings making their way across as well. Making some moves early on. Where we will end up. Lings just coming straight through. Fell down there for a few moments. Looking at brackets, almost unfair. Hero gets to play the Boomer Bash. I mean, he's just the best Boomer. What can you say? This dude knows how to play while old. Hero does the Boomer bashing, otherwise it would just be the Boomer tournament. I like that, that's funny. Got a genuine giggle out of me. The giggle in my head was more genuine than the one that came out. Queen just gonna hit. Overlord getting pushed over the sides. Again, Queen coming through, drones coming up. and get settled down for a few moments. There's just scouting. They're on the way from both. Where we're currently at in terms of this game. As the last finish, we got the extractors coming through. Roaches and the Bane coming up. Zergling's going down. Still got the roach speed coming through. Got the extra roaches on, +1 missiles, and that overload speed coming through as well. So we continue to bring all of that up and running. Get that underway as we get this all settled. Figure out where it's really going to go. I mean, there's a drop load from Lambo. I mean, TLDR, I think Solo's all in. Obviously, less drones, just massing roaches and roach speed. While Lambo will play the more teched up kind of setup as, yo, QWERTY, go hero with the £50 donation. Thank you so much for the generosity. Some love in the chat for that. And also Blue Cyclone with the 1-year resub on the Prime. Hyping us up for that Byun Hero series that's coming up after this CVZ. Right now, though, we've got a Queen that's attacking an Overseer. We've got roaches that Lambo is now going to see. Lambo set up a drop load of Banes. And he has to just go full defense mode here. He's down 30 army supply, so he kind of needs to just get through and make something happen. Let's see what we can make happen as the roaches and the Ravagers start a fight. The drop load will just get some Banes off actually into the center of the roaches. It's pretty nice, honestly. If you roll those Banes forward, they probably don't do as well. Lambo spreads out. +1 missiles not far from finishing. That would be a great addition for him. He's going to start pulling drones. He can lose some drones here and still end up okay. Right now, I mean, he's already... he's actually not losing many drones either as the roaches turn back the other direction. We're still 8 workers ahead as Lambo. +1 missile is about to finish. Will help to swing this around. Remember that obviously Solo has to come across the map to attack every single time, so that's going to slow down the reinforcements and make Solo's army slowly but surely end up worse for wear. As Lambo still down 16 army supply. I just don't see him getting overwhelmed anywhere though. Sometimes on the defense, the worst thing that happens is the aggressor jumps on one base and then they're shutting down the reinforcements as they spawn. That's not really happening. Lambo is consistently fighting in a very solidified manner, and with the +1 missiles now here, it does look like he's getting a more stable defense. Does he have enough roaches to keep that up, though? This becomes a little scarier right there. It just looked as though his roach line was about to break. He'll morph in a Ravager. He will start up another Ravager 2 from Lambo, who actually gets those available for himself. It's only a 10 to 12 army supply difference now. Before it was much higher, and obviously Sola has so many of those running across the map. I don't think he's got the edge anymore. I don't think Sola has the units here. 4th base up from Lambo, +1 done. He actually starts +2, +1, but he can cancel those and build more roaches if he needs. I don't know if he needs right now as the corrosive files drop into place. He knows what's happening, so all of this was information he knew about because the overlords have just been following, so yeah, no, he has plenty, right? He has absolutely plenty. This looks like a convincing fight for Lambo. Now, reinforcements are going to stream through. Lambo did have a little bit of time where he did not have reinforcements on the way. He's using the drop lord to micro roaches. Still a little surrounded. Roaches coming from the natural, a few from the third. They're going to join the fight as well. And again, it's just the reinforcements arriving so slow in comparison from Sola. GGG, and Lambo sweeps Sola in the semi-finals to move into the grand finals of the Boomer Bash. So just like that, Lambo is going to go to the finals. Man, what a performance in the playoffs. Definitely looking like a much stronger player than he looked in the group stages. GG's, and Lambo goes to the finals. That does mean, guys, we will not have... no finals today. Lambo can't play today. This one was pre-played yesterday. So no finals today anymore. We'll actually just have one more best of 5, which is a little sad, but I'm kind of excited to see Lambo in the finals. So we'll hop on over to Korea and get that ready to go. I'll see you guys. I'm just going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back and going. I muted myself too soon. Going to more Starcraft after this. Alrighty, guys. Welcome back from the break. It's time for Hero versus Byun. Kicking this off right here. Straight into ley lines. In the bottom left, our blue Protoss player. This is Hero. In the top right, our red Terran is Byun. The Boomer Bash semifinals number 2. Getting underway right here. Let's see what we get from it. Let's see what the players are going to give us. Next is going to Chrono Boost. Probe coming across, dropping down the assimilator so we get that underway. Get this all set. Thank you again, Ferdy, for the donation, by the way. Cheering on Hero as we enter this series. Appreciate the £50. If you guys are enjoying the Boomer Bash, I know today's stream's not been super long yet, but if you're enjoying the tournament and the stream in general, do consider supporting so we can run more events. You might have seen it, but yesterday we announced the $5,000 Warditv Spring Championship. Qualifiers starting this coming week and lasting all month. Oh well, the tournament lasts all month. 17 days of Starcraft 2 brought to you by the Spring Championship throughout April. So if you guys would like to support, like to see more of that, then continue to, like I say, subscribe, like, follow, all the usual things that help make the channel do better day after day. Yeah, SE, thank you so much for the 1 year resub on the Prime. More Starcraft? Hell yeah. Hero probably saw a tournament where Clem and Max were banned and rejoiced. I feel like Hero, I really expect Hero to throw somehow. He did that when Clem and Max got knocked out of Warditv Mondays a couple of times. It's like, well, surely it's Heroes now. Hero proceeds to lose in like the round of 8 as well. In the semifinals. Why are Clem and Max packs banned? Collusion. They've combined to figure out PvT to the point where no Terran can win anymore. So the only way we can have tournaments anymore is if we ban them. You know, the rule of the tournament is the Boom and Bash is for 28 years of age or older, so they're just too young. Yeah, just too young. Pretty cozy start to the game, really. Nothing too crazy happening here just yet. There's going to be Sinal Cyclone stepping forward and just going to be having the Marines gathering up too. Which are going to come through with those Marines. Getting a little lock on. Stalker taking some damage. The tank is going to get sieged up here as well, so we are able to start applying pressure into this natural. Probes pull straight through. The Stalker encounters to just step forward and we get rid of the tank. Marines at the end maybe could have target fired down a couple more probes. Going to try and get some Stalkers here, but with Blink available now, you shouldn't really get any further. As Hero ends up taking some pretty sizable damage. So yes, he gets the cleanup, but having a probe pulls is obviously dangerous. And the probes going down is quite expensive at the end of the day, so quite expensive. Stalkers gather, another depot goes down. Stalkers not blink in. We're actually a siege tank here as well. I mean, Byun's issue is always going to be making sure you have enough to continue defense. He's killed 6 more probes though. He's going to force a recall with that Viking, causing chaos in the main base. Prism moving. SCVs in the refinery coming about. The probes and the charge coming up as well. We will hit a few more of these Marines. SCVs pull forward. Just going to see both those Stalkers taking hits. And those Marines still very much so hitting that prism as well. It's getting a little bit more work done there for the moment. Marines shoot prism coming back around. And this is where obviously Hero's going to be able to get a lot of damage done too, but I mean Byun is still doing damage as well. Probes once again going down across the map. The Liberator this time shows up, and it's the consistent little bits of damage from Byun without committing too many units that are absolutely working out so far. Factory lifts off the tech lab. The Observer gets shot down by the Marines. Storm is coming up, and that time Black is going for chrono boosted. Liberator Siege is again, so we're just going to see even more probes going down. So this continues to be pretty just darn disastrous. I think it's fair to say for Hero. I mean, he's just lost so many workers. Stalkers will get through for one Liberator now. Byun is definitely in a good position. The only thing that saves Hero here is some very good storms. This prism going to be important. Going to have to try and sneak the high tempos into some good positions. It's going to gather. Medevacs overhead. And Tempest is going to set up, looking for that storm up onto that high ground. We're going to see the +1 and the concussive shells coming through. Marine hitting the prism also. I mean, like I said, Byun's done enough in this game that I think he should just be able to do a lot going across the map and pushing. He just has to be careful of the storms, and so far he's zoning out the prism well. He's obviously aware of the storms. This army is not very sizable. Outside of storms, well, the storms are absolutely spot on. Oh my goodness. The Medevacs all get feedback after being in storm as well, so they take a lot of damage. And we get pushed back, and for now, we get chased away. And Templar still coming through. His army just sets at the front. We are going to see the Marauders and Marines splitting apart. I mean, nice storms from Hero. Byun. The thing is, as soon as the storms are gone, Byun just should be able to still push back through this. He's got a few reinforcements showing up. I mean, we've got maybe one storm, two storms left here. I was actually looking at the Templar in the back, so maybe we have two more still. There's one more being used straight away. I mean, Hero's down to 12 army supply. He has 2 Zealots, 3 Zealots, and an Archon. So yeah, Byun just needs the reinforcements to come through, and he will get that to chase this army of Hero back in the end. Archon has to lift back into the prison. We escape away. There's going to be seeing the few High Templars still coming up too. The Bio will gather. Still got a few units in the center from Hero gathering up as well. Just coming around, we're just going to be seeing the Prism coming over. We are going to see the couple of Zealots getting shot at. The Templars coming in for the storm. Now the units come back from the other side. The Prism's super low. We don't have any way to kind of finish it off, unfortunately. The Ghost pops out. It's not close enough. So the Prism's going to get out of there with the High Templars inside. Hero's still down a lot of supply in this game. Should be pretty much done and dusted at this point. I'm going to fight Zal going down. Continue to move through the middle. There's a couple storms come down again. A few more SCVs are going to drop. But this doesn't matter. Hero has really nothing left, and GG, I think, is very rightfully called here. Just like that. Round 2 will be Ultra Love. Get to hosting. So Byun takes the opening game. Go to best of 5 against Hero. There's a long way to go. Ready up, we got set to go. And we're gonna have game number 2 starting. Perfect, let's do it. PvP. This is our last match of the day, by the way, guys. Again, sorry for this. Just a little unlucky that the way it panned out. The one player that couldn't play on the final day was the player that made the finals. So yeah. Lambo's going to be going to Korea, so once he's in Korea and has finished traveling, etc., he will actually play this final in Korea, so there will be actually no ping on the finals, which is kind of nice. So there is a benefit to the there's a benefit to the situation, I guess. In the top right, our blue Protoss player is Hero. In the bottom left, our red Terran is Byun. We get into game 2 of this best of 5. He went to Korea to play the final, yes. Lambo's dedication was so high, he was like, if I make the finals, I will make the best final possible. I will make sure there's no ping. Good guy, Lambo. CC said, I know a couple of simulators coming about. get underway here for a couple of moments. Wait to see where Hero's going to take this one. Good job by Byun, putting a lot of pressure on last time around. Able to do a lot of damage, able to keep that going throughout. That's all very important for him in the grand scheme of things, so able to do well there. Next in the Cybercore, continue coming through. And he gets set up for the moment as just have the Marine gonna start moving out onto the map. Just gonna step across. Going through, obviously the Twilight Council, the choice from Hero, so we are going to see him kind of going the way we would expect him to. Going for that Twilight, looking for Blink. I would imagine in best of 5 we see Phoenix or Stargate at least one game, but suppose we will see. And the Twilight Council is going to be done in just a few moments. Should see Blink starting up. There is maybe also potential for some crazy charge stuff, but I think Blink and just plain standard is one of the better ways to try and go about things. Hallucination is going to be spotting and scouting, sees the CC. Oh, it is going to be charged. There you go. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I expected Blink. He started Blink, but he decides he's going to go charge instead and just get to a very powerful force. Now, if this is going to be an attempted push from Byun, charge can be very good against that very quickly. So, you know, you can just shut down. You know, it's very difficult to really deal with like charge ults early as a Terra, and you don't have the numbers to really do enough. Again, Siege Tank and a couple of additional Marines continue to come about right here and just have continuation coming through. And a couple of cells on the Sentry gathering. We got ourselves the Robo Facility and the Charge continue to come up as well, so we bring all of that online. We get all of that going just for the moment here. As we have the tank and a siege up, and a couple Stalkers and take some hits already. And again, don't forget the Stalkers can't blink because we've gone charge. Now, charge is going to finish shortly. These Zealots are about to get a lot better. If I'm seeing these Zealots already as Byun, you should know what's up. There's no reason to be building Zealots at this point instead of just more Stalkers if, you know, there's not going to be charge. So yeah, Byun realizing that he gets away. Arguably, maybe just should have left the tank siege to get a couple more shots off. With, you know, what it did here in the end didn't do much. He maybe thought he could step back, but it was too late. By the time he made the play for it. Liberator coming around, Stalker still cruising a little bit for the moment. And Medevac steps forward, it's all going to be there. I'm just going to see the Blink and the +1 still coming through, Robobait and the Gateway coming up as well. We'll continue to get that going. The simulator about to finish. For some in the main, we managed to get rid of a siege tank. The Marines, some of them actually out the front still. Because this first round of Zealots already causing trouble, never mind the fact that some of them are now working onto the mineral line. Pull back though, and Byun for the most part gets a pretty reasonable defense going so far. And the +1 and Blink very much so continuing through. We get the attack upgrade on the engineering bay coming in as well. And Byun just not finding, obviously, the same aggression he found in the last game. This game so far, his push got shot back, his Liberator got shot down. Definitely having difficulties there as the Prism comes forward, and a couple of Marines will just step away, the rest of the Bio coming over. And the Prism will sit overhead. Some combat shield and +1 also coming through. We have ourselves the Medevac still moving around again, Blink and +1 continuing up as well. Oh, that's a dead Medevac too. Hero's starting to really shut down all of the attempted aggression from Byun, and Byun is unable to really kind of break through any of these points of defense. And it's even costing him now, as he continues trying. Marines come over, Prism gets pushed back. And the rest of the Stalkers gathering up as well. Immortal, and +2, and the extended thermal lance all coming around here. A couple of Vikings, Marines, and Marauders coming up also. And Hero just starting to push with that big army. This is where Hero starts to just expand. He expands so quickly. Dark Shrine will be coming through. We got the Forge still coming up as well. A couple of Vikings and the Ghost continuing to come around right now. And Byun's army here just going to get cut off. Don't think this is going to go well for him, as those two Colossus in the back are completely untouched. We start to pull the SCVs in, but by the time they get there, I feel like most of the Bio is already dead. A couple of Vikings coming through. I tell you what, the Bio on the left has survived a lot longer than I thought it would. Even then, we need to do a lot of work here to make up for what he's already lost. Now 23 SCVs went down. He might kill everything, or a couple Stalkers that can blink away. But was it worth it? Because you're down 30 workers, so Hero can rebuild. Can you do something in the next few moments that can push across? I just don't think you can, honestly. Pulling back over. Dark Templar continues up as well. It's just going to be a whole new problem that Byun has to deal with at this stage. A little bit of Bio still going through. A couple of Vikings going to be there. The Dark Templar moving around right now. The Stalkers just getting hit. The Shadow Stride coming up. +1 armor, +1 shields. Going through as well. Those couple of Zealots getting blasted as the Colossus will fall. I mean, Byun actually getting into a good position here, and if he runs into the National King do enough, then maybe there's a way for him to succeed on this. I mean, he's going to lift up. The Vikings chase for the Colossus. Are we actually going to kill that Colossus? It lives on the battery. The Vikings felt like they had that dead to rights, but battery's good. If he comes down as Byun is kiting away against Zealots that are caught up in a choke point currently. Marauders finishing, Armory and Engineering Bay coming through. So that's Colossus and Sentry still building as we continue to come up through the center. Stepping forward, that Colossus already gets hit by an EMP. The Bio gets a pylon and he steps straight into this as the pylon goes down. The rest of the Zealots step up. Dodging shield popping, Widowmine's going out as the Vikings will get rid of the real Colossus. No, they change target and the battery comes into play. One thing that maybe could have gone well for Byun that just didn't. And I think this is going to be GG. Hero will tie us up. We're going to go 1-1 in this best of 5. And we are going to be tied up in the semifinals. So tied up in the semis, game 3 coming through. Get this all rolling in a sec. Our third map will be El Dorado. Fun map actually for our third game. My maps are loading so slowly today. Jeez. Ready. Just have to get a few casters in here and we'll be off and away. Perfect. Let's do it. Game 3 coming up. The top right, bottom right, sorry, of the map, we're going to have ourselves the Blue Protoss play a hero. Taking on the Red Terran in the bottom left, we have Byun. Island coming about, Tipa coming through. You have just a little nibbling probe, being an annoyance early, wants to get across and ensure there's no proxies. The sooner you get here, the less likely a Terran can really hide anything from you, right? So you're going to force them into basically just constantly seeing what's up. Probe comes over, SCV's getting nibbled. Getting Reaper on the way, the Cybercore is producing. And we see where we can get to with this over the next little bit. I'm interested to see what Hero's tech choice will be. Are we going to see more Twilight play? If he does he go back to Blink? I can't imagine he opens Charge a second game in a row. Rector coming up on the barracks. Have ourselves the Watchtower just being held. Hero will keep some of the vision in these early stages. And that is where we will stand for a little while, at the very least. Go Squids 1272, thank you so much for the 13-month resub on the Prime. Thanks for the games, no worries. Thank you so much for support, and thank you again to Crate Entertainment for sponsoring the Boomer Bash. Bring you guys all of this Starcraft. We would really not be here without Crate today. Kill drops in, hallucination overhead. We'll see our Twilight Council, Stalker, and Warp Gate coming up as well, so we continue to get that going. Comes down, and the Twilight Council setting up. We just have ourselves the Stalker, the Blink coming on over, Warp Gate coming through as well. Hallucination just gonna head down the bottom side again. A couple of Marines coming about, the medevac coming up as well. The hero already aware of where Byun is trying to attack, so knowing that from the start is going to be a big deal. It's just going to be seeing this army coming through. How would a Terran punish a charge opening? He could drop basically anything but an attack through the middle. Attacking into charge is bad, but drop play, because they have no way to really chase you down with a charge opening, especially if it's like not Phoenix charge, because they can't ever shoot down the medevacs. Just don't attack too soon. Just take your chance, set up defensively, build up, take a third CC in base, etc. Just get ready to have enough units and be able to fight those zealots. So yeah, just sit back and chill. Like, the Protoss is hurting themselves by getting charged before anything else. You know, if they go charge, they can't blink harass you. They don't have a fast tech towards Stargate or Robo Facility, right? Like, charge is actually kind of bad. But what charge is good at is when the Terran attacks in, then charge is incredible. Then charge looks amazing. Link comes up. Engineering Bay coming around. Just have ourselves a Stimpack coming through. A little bit of Marine Marauder coming online as well. And the +1 attack, and now a charge coming through. We had the Robo Bay in. It's going to be finishing up shortly. Add a couple gateways through as well. Yeah, well, that's settled in here right now. Let's have our tank holding tight. We have got Stimpack, Combat Shield, and +1 about to finish these next few moments. Hero definitely doing a good job of not letting Byun get away in the game, kind of as he did in the first game. Obviously got pretty out of hand pretty quickly, so could make sure that that's not going to be happening again otherwise. I usually think that's where Byun is going to be at his absolute strongest, so if you can shut that down, then you do a lot to help yourself out already. That Stalker just gonna see the army coming down. Byun's tank is on the wrong side though. It didn't fit through the minerals, I believe, so kind of in the wrong place right there. A little bit awkward. It's gonna have the +1 concussive shells both coming through. The Marine Marauder coming up. The Bio gonna get there. The Stalker's taking damage. A few more hits coming through. He's dropping into the main base. A few of the probes going down. So 7 workers going down already. Bio on the right side is going to get the pylon. We see a bit of Bio on the bottom side showing up as well. Good damage from Byun. The drop in the main doing work. And now going to show up on this third. Gets rid of the battery. Maybe a couple of probes before we leave. Wouldn't mind hitting. As he gets blinked on, he actually can turn and get rid of one Stalker. We'll continue to run. And now it opens the door for the natural again. Robo Facility under fire. The Colossus is going to spawn. That's unlucky for Byun. Doesn't even kill the Robo. That Colossus just adds so much more damage, you have to be so careful. I'm sorry sad that that Robo doesn't go down, that Colossus. Yeah, just a couple seconds earlier, and Byun would have actually, I think, been in a much better spot. He would have definitely killed the Robo. Now we actually have Hero kind of diving through the middle of the map, so just believes maybe with the 3 Colossus that he's going to have a scary enough push. Byun doesn't have a lot of answers to Colossus right now, so he's definitely got some meaning behind it as the buyer shows up here. Finishes that Robo off. The Stalkers blink in. I do not love that. As the Colossus here are getting left to kind of do their own thing. Everything else is backing away. Oh my goodness, Hero's a little all over the place. Cleans up back at home. Well, Vikings popping out, starting to come forward. Stalkers can't really protect it. The Marauders chase them back. But we do save the Colossus. They do not go down in the end. Crazy. Keep in mind, against a couple of the Zealots already, we see the army still trying to press up. But this Marauder's coming over. A lot of SCVs going down. Can we get rid of the Colossus? I mean, at first it felt like we were getting some damage onto them, but nope. Can't let them have 3 Colossus and just not have anything to fight against them. GG's, and Hero is going to take a 2-1 lead in this best of 5. GG. Alright, game 4 going to come through on Whispers of Gold. Then can Hero close out and make it to the final? We'll find out shortly. So just wait for Byun to jump out the game. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Byun's out. Can actually host. Ready. Move this over. Move Byun up. There's a set. Let's go into game number 4. Alright, guys. Match point. This might be our last game of the day. Like I said, unfortunately, we can't have the finals today, so just the semi. It's going to be a bit of a short stream. Sad face. Sometimes it be like that. As we hop in to Whispers of Gold. Can we close this out as Hero in the bottom right side? Our blue Protoss up a game. One map from victory. Byun, good start in this series, but now having to try and bounce back. For game 4, let's set up. Let's see whether Hero can make some plays. When is the final going to be played? Great question. I'll let you know when I know. I've got no idea right now. And drops in. Factory coming up from Byun. So playing the double and gas after the expansion. So we'll be expanding first, but on the high ground to try and keep safe early. Next, finished up on the natural. Just going to be seeing the Adept coming through. The Stargate already beginning to build as well, so we get that underway. Starball will finish. Again, the Stargate still coming up at the probes and the Adept done. Going to bring that through for the moment as the Marines will go after the hallucination. As the medevac comes up, we'll start to have some aggressive opportunity, but with Phoenix production from Hero this time, it should get to be a little bit trickier. Yo, Captain Hare, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs going out to Treos, X1 Bubble, Battlemac, Temujin GK, and Aegis Eevee. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you so much for the generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Supporting the final day of the Boomer Bash, minus the finals. It's the final day, but without the finals. I guess it's not really the final day anymore. Just in my head it was the final day for a while, so... Phoenix gonna get the Cyclone, but the sentry goes down. How much more can the Phoenix get? The Adept showing up, but there's not really a lot of other firepower there. Queen's gonna back away. Thank you, Mood79. 3-month reset on the Prime. And another Prime from Jack Burton. How you doing? 7 months. Appreciate it. Now the Phoenix in better number. We'll get rid of these Marines. We'll shut down the medevac. And it kind of feels as though Byun is gonna be looking a little bit rough now, honestly. Next sets up onto the third base, so we just get that underway, bring that through. I mean, Hero, like I say, done defense, he's not really let Byun get anywhere. He's done what is, well, he should let you do so far. Factory sets up, we start up a reactor, the barracks lifts off, it's going to go over to the tech lab here, so we're going to get that underway as well. Phoenix will continue to patrol, again the charge coming up, the armor upgrade coming online, Stimpack combat shield and +1 coming over. One turret comes through. Some damage done. Because the Phoenix coming over though, and that Raven will go down, so Raven will fall. Gathering again, +1 on the combat shield, joining together. We do have the push from Byun. Starting to come around the left. I mean, as Temple Archives comes up, where maybe at a little bit of weakness right now, a few moments here where things may be a little bit tough. The Stay Sword catching a few of those SCVs. Phoenix is going to go after the medevacs for the moment. Phoenix will get rid of this medevac as well. Cyclone locking in. The Phoenix go the other direction. Well, Stizzwood catches. We are going to be seeing these units actually going to... I mean, thinking about wanting to charge up. I think there's a bit too much bio here that I think Hero is better and correct to kind of step away and say, no, not right now. Not coming into this one right here. Just stepping back from that as things continue to fly about. Phoenix just getting kills in the main base. There's a whole group of Marines that just go down, so Phoenix finding value. Another Widow Mine pops out. We just moved away with the Phoenix, so we missed that chance. Stuff like that's going to continue to give Hero just a little bit more of an edge, a little bit more of a lead right now. Phoenix coming about. The missile turret, some ghosts coming around. We have the armor upgrade coming through as well. The bio coming across and chasing the Phoenix. Marines unloading out of the medevac, so we bring that back through. It's actually going to be really nice first two Widow Mines. They hit a lot of splash. The Phoenix fly too far towards the Marines as well, I feel like. Now, the Zealots are going to look for the wraparound here, but this is mostly just Zealots. We don't have a wraparound either, so none of the Archons are really getting into reach. We do got one more to EMP. Can we do enough here as we press in? Finally, the Archons get to start dealing some damage as the Zealots on the left side hold up for a little while. I just do not think this was the fight for Hero. I mean, he loses so much here. Now, yes, Byun loses 28 SCVs pulling in to try and help him stay alive, but just felt like Hero pushed that too far. I feel like Byun got away from the potential surround. Then as Hero, maybe you leak a couple Zealots to the third base and you just try and pull back a little bit and reposition. The chase into the natural, I think, was pretty excessive, though. Phoenix coming about, the bio coming through. We had the Storm and the +2 over as well. Finally gonna hit the rocks. And it's just gonna clean that up. It's gonna be seeing the Storm coming through. Armor upgrade still building. And Immortal on the way as the Robot Bay comes up. Also gonna see the Phoenix able to get rid of a Widow Mine. And medevacs continue to come through. It's a nice Storm. Byun up in supply heavily at the moment as we lose that High Templar as well, and Byun coming across the map may have himself a chance right here. The mine's gonna get off. Oh, they hit the Phoenix. So the Phoenix go down. And the Zealots do enough. I really don't think we've got enough Zealots to kind of carry this on your own. Stepping up once again, we got some Ghosts available. Nice Storm on the left-hand side. Hero needs those. Otherwise, he's just going to be out of luck. He can't stay in this without some splash damage going his way. The only splash he really has is Storm. This one is going to be a warning Storm. Kind of keeps Byun from pushing through for the moment. Here with that fourth base, if you can get it into play, is great, but obviously right now it's just sat there inactive. Need to get some workers onto it. Byun ends up backing up. Is Hero going to get to live through this? I mean, he's going to have to start regenerating some energy for Storms again. Medivacs into the main base. Again, the Prism gonna unload a couple of Zealots. The Colossus coming back through the other way. Oh, I actually don't know if we could afford that there. I think with an Immortal and an Archon, a good force field, I actually think that could have maybe been a worthwhile fight for Hero. Obviously, a lot going on the map, and so maybe in that moment he doesn't quite find the same opinion. Understandable. And Bio goes gathering Medivacs overhead. And the Storm coming down, pushing the Bio back a little bit. Roderick coming about, more Zealots send him on the right side. I think Hero has used the Storm to calm the Storm. I think this was meant to be a successful set of pushing from Byun, but it just hasn't happened. It's going down, now the Bio's just going to step up, a couple of Zealots gathering around. Storm's coming down, just going to see the Colossus stepping through. Gonna lose on supply quickly. I mean, once this Hero army steps up to this sort of level, it becomes so difficult. Another nice Storm as well. Pull back out into the center once more. He is just pulling away to the sides. As you see, 5-4 stepping up. A couple of Vikings are shooting. The Archon's gonna go back the other way. Medivacs are out of energy as well, so Byun can't even get his units back up to high HP here. On set, Line Refinery taking damage. A nice Storm, a couple SCVs go down, more Zealots coming about. Five SCVs, there's another Storm coming in. Gonna step through. I mean, again, Orbital under some pressure. You can't really lose this base, and the army is just such low HP. If we can get Storms onto the Bio, the EMPs right now forcing this back. The Archon heavy aspect. I mean, everything's in the wrong place from here. He needs the Archons and the Stalkers to the right, Colossus kind of to the left. Everything was kind of flipped around. Byun setting up correctly. Back up to the top. Hero's still maxed out. This is the part of the game that gets tough though, because now Hero's controlling the map and he's starting to mass expand as well, so your position in this game just gets more and more difficult. It honestly becomes very tough in the near future as Zelda Archon Colossus gather back together. Another Storm coming down, EMP onto the High Templar. Blocking a few of those down, another Storm or two coming in. Nice Storm hitting a chunk of the Bio. And now the base goes down, plus the 26 SCVs. Killing around. If I can get it shot down, Scan coming about the army. And rotate back up toward the third base. Nice storm. Disruptor shot firing through. 11 SCVs going down at the moment. Just going to be seeing the units getting continually chased. As they continue to get pushed back. Another storm coming into play. And I mean, yeah, Hero's going to turn. He's going to smash this. It just felt like for a little while here, Byun's army was never really going to find a defense. GG's, and Hero moves through to the finals. We'll take on Lambo. But again, that will not be today, unfortunately, guys. Sorry, just Lambo can't play today. So Lambo will take on Hero in the finals. I don't know when that will be. Don't know when that will be. Probably within a week or so. But yeah, not sure. Like I say, when exactly. Alrighty. Appreciate you guys dropping by and hanging out. It's a very quick stream, not even 2 hours long, but I don't really have anything else to give to you guys today. I don't really have any more Starcraft for you, so I think we're just gonna call it a day. It's Mother's Day in the UK, going out a bit later, so yeah. Warditv Mondays continuing in April. That's a great question. I'll have to ask these sponsors. And it depends on if we can continue to fund them. But up the April schedule is crazy. I'm pretty sure right now we're booked into cast. So tomorrow Warditv Mondays, Tuesday day off, Wednesday Warditv Spring Championship qualifier, and that's the same on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on Monday, the week after, we're going to have Warditv Mondays, and we're also going to do the Monday Night Weekly because we have Twitch front page time for 8 hours. So we're going to do a big stream on the April the 7th. Then Rex's tournament starts up April the 8th, and that will be every Tuesday and Thursday for the 3 weeks after that. And then we have Warditv Spring Championship 4 days a week for 3 weeks after that as well. And that takes us all the way to Tuesday the 29th of April, which presuming we have Warditv Mondays, I have put them in the schedule right now, that will be our next day off. So April the 2nd I'm off, and then April the 1st I'm not here, and then we should have 27 days of StarCraft 2 in a row for you guys. Unless I'm missing something. Don't think... Oh no, sorry, I have one day. I'm taking Easter Sunday off as well. So I'm taking Easter Sunday off as well. So pretty much we got StarCraft planned for pretty much every day in April. So again, if you like that, if that excites you, follow the channel, see when we go live, like and subscribe on the YouTube. And if you want to support it, do consider subscribing with your Prime subs and so on Twitch. Check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/Warditv, where you can support tournament prize pools directly. The more support we get on Patreon, the more we can do in terms of pushing out more tournaments with more prize money. So yeah, guys, I'll get work on figuring out the finals of this. I'm not sure when that'll be, but I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I don't have anything else. We can do some non-StarCraft, but I'm not really super into it, to be honest. I just want to kind of go and chill. So thanks so much. Appreciate you all. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. What happened to WoW? So I actually had like a bad internet streak for a couple of days when I was playing hardcore WoW. And I started playing some other stuff, waiting for it to settle down, and then I just never really got back into WoW because I was a little bit too far away from ever getting to 60 and raiding and stuff. It seemed like I wasn't going to get a chance to really do much at 60, so I just decided to not go back. Unfortunately. Because I was not even I was like 42, which is not even halfway to 60, so I was like, man, if I'm going to have to put in this much time again, if I'd kept playing, I would have probably been hitting 60 about now. Probably, give or take. Depends how much time I put in, but yeah, I've unfortunately just didn't continue with it. Sad. Anyways, yeah, I will see you guys later, guys. Set of ads. We'll wrap up. I'm gonna go have a couple hours before I have to go out and stuff. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. Who's even live, by the way? Who's streaming StarCraft? The only Starcraft stream I see. You guys see anyone with a host? I don't think so. Let me know if you do. Otherwise, I'll see you guys there. Bye!